Hi, Paige.
Hey, good
Good
morning.
morning.
Happy
Good.
Wednesday.
Happy
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Welcome, goddesses. Those of you who are joining in with us, we are back once again for our goddess chat. And this week, we will be chatting about.
Metis. I did try to, we have a little thing about the pronunciation of these goddess names. And as far as I know, that's the most popular uh, pronunciation. So we're going with that
Yeah,
one. If you prefer
awesome.
to something else, by all
We
means,
honor
but that's
that.
what we honor that for sure, for sure.
Well, we had an amazing
We
new moon
did.
last
I know,
night.
I know.
The goddesses that came together, the channeled meditation that we experienced, the igniting our fire so that we can shine our beautiful lights into the world and activating this new cycle. So it was such a beautiful moment for us to have together last night with our goddess
It
ladies
was.
that joined us. So thank you all for that.
Yes, I love those new moon
Yeah,
gatherings.
I
They really are
agree.
magical. They really are magical. We get to bring our own light to it,
Yes,
and
yes.
it turn my hair pink. So
Exactly. And that was fun. Pink hair.
pink hair, yeah. Oh wow. Well, so what do you want to say about your experience with Metis, Ramona? Metis is a very has a very interesting story.
Oh, share the story first, and then we'll talk about our experiences.
Well, I mean, it's fun to go back and look at the mythology behind the goddesses, and
Hmm.
because we have these entities, these energies that are representing things that are going on, how we explain certain phenomenon in our lives, and apparently. Metis was one of the wives of Zeus, and she posed a threat to his manhood.
Masculinity.
And he thought, well, I'm going to take care of that. I'm going to turn
Yeah.
you into a fly and I'm going to swallow you.
Oh.
And, but she was pregnant with Athena, and as Athena was growing, she was forming a helmet and armor, which gave Zeus an upset stomach, shall we say. And out popped Athena, and we know what Athena, whoop. So, but the thing is, the lesson we had read in our book that comes with the cards and all was that how are you making yourself small
Mm.
to and how have people caused you, or I shouldn't say cause, but
Right,
given
but
you the
we've
opportunity
allowed, yeah, we've
to
allowed
allow
ourselves
yourself.
to shrink or become small because we're too much, or we have, like an expression that isn't received well, and none of that is ours, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So when we are cloaking our authentic self to um, appease another in our life, whether it's a job, whether it's a relationship, a friendship, um, then we are shutting ourselves down instead of invoking our authentic, beautiful light into the world, which is, it's interesting that we received this goddess this week, and that our new moon in Leo has a very similar message. And so I feel like that this is um, the theme that is really being called to awareness within our group, but also I think as a whole in our world, is that it's about allowing yourself to be fully authentic. Um, Metis' message is wisdom, and as we read further into her message, she learned from her past, right? So as we explore through our lives and had those moments where maybe we made ourselves small, those experiences are not bad. They're just our opportunity. They are our opportunity to decide that we can fully be our authentic self. And to be honest with you, this particular message for me is what brought me to the Divine Feminine work. Because for so many years of my life, I shut down this part of myself because having emotions was too much. Feeling deeply was too much. Expressing that feeling was too much. And it has been since I have been honoring the parts of myself that I quieted and really stepping into opening my heart to inviting all of myself, all of my light to shine.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That is when I started attracting relationships, friendships, experiences, opportunities that were truly in line with my purpose and my path. And the wisdom I gained from the years of shutting down and the choices that I made compared to now. Like I know now, okay, I'm not going to act in this way or choose in this way. I'm going to pause and allow my heart to be involved in the decision. I'm going to allow myself to recognize when I'm feeling an intense emotion, or I'm feeling a deep resistance, or I'm feeling an anxiety, my body talking to me in this way, that is a message that something's out of alignment. And that comes from experience. That comes from that wisdom, that knowing comes from being in this life and in this plane of existence and allowing myself to have experiences that I can now say, that's not my truth. And to align to what is. So in my opinion, this message from Metis is so important for our gentleness and compassion for ourselves, because none of those experiences that we had were wrong. They were just where we were at that moment. And now we have more experience and wisdom, and we can choose another way, another path. And the more that we choose a more authentic option, the more we surround ourselves with our like-minded community, and we feel safe, and we feel creative, and we feel empowered, and we feel love, and we feel loved, and we love ourselves more. So I will say that my connection and work with Metis this week, and since we've chosen her, has been in that awareness of the magic of my life experiences and the wisdom that I gained from having every single one of them. How about you?
Yeah, ditto. When we started invoking the Divine Goddess and that first retreat we had in person, and everybody was talking about, well, we were talking about, who is your inner goddess? What does she look like? What does she do? And to really own that, because and that was so profound for all of us, and it made me think of all those times that, innocently enough, sometimes somebody would say, "Oh,
Right.
Paige, you're too sensitive," or "Don't be so sensitive." That was a big thing, and or whatever. Don't talk so much, and and just you tamper that down, and you think, okay, well,
Mm-hmm.
that's, I shouldn't be that way, or I should be. I was branded. I uh, given the role in my family as the peacemaker, as many are. I went through my entire life trying to bring peace everywhere. I
Right.
didn't, running from conflict, anything like that. So when you open yourself up to the idea that there is magic in you, and you
Mm-hmm.
don't need to tamper it down, and
Right.
being sensitive is a good thing. It's not,
Mm-hmm.
and all of those. It was a profound, and it's scary, like you said. It's you need a safe space, you need a container, you really need people to hold that space for you,
Yeah.
because
Yeah. Oh,
being
with you.
vulnerable,
Yeah.
and exploring that.
Yeah.
But those experiences over time, wisdom comes from experience. So I have to always look at
Mm-hmm.
those times in my life and what was the lesson. And I'm
Yeah.
really, really looking back on that this week,
Mm.
and watching somebody go through a the largest transition one can go through in their lives,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
thinking about the lesson that is for all of us. I mean, just so many, and the wisdom that I'm gaining from all of this. And I'm looking at the message from our card,
Mm.
uh, and it said that the goddess Metis learned a painful lesson long ago and does not want you to go through the same
Yeah.
experience. She
Yeah.
chose to make herself small, dim her life force and her inner light, and reduce her power to keep love. Who or what
Mm.
in your life is causing you to do the same? Do
Yeah.
you dim yourself out of fear or of reprisal, or because you have a sense that you're unworthy and unlovable, or perhaps too much or too smart? Well,
Mm-hmm.
Menace tells us, no, goddess. Shine that light, shine your
Yeah.
magic. You have it. No need to dim it for anybody.
Right.
And the world right now needs that special something that you, Ramona, that I have, that you are out there watching, has. And it's now.
Yeah. And it's so important right now
It
to
really, it is.
have more light shining to help
Mm-hmm,
raise that
mm-hmm.
vibration of the collective, right?
We're going to help you shine that light.
Yes.
Ah,
Yes. Yes, God.
yes, goddess. Oh, yeah. Stay tuned for those. You too can yes, goddess with us.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. Well, as we are closing up our time here together, we want to let you know that we have next Friday night, August 28th.
That's
We will
right.
be offering our first journey with the goddess here with um, Mary Magdalene.
Magdalene.
So we'll dive
Mm-hmm.
into her story, any myths around her, ways we can invoke her into our lives, and ask her to help support us in what it is that she represents. And we'll have a guided meditation alongside of that to integrate all that you're gaining. So check it out. There's 3 options to join us. So just know that um, we are doing everything we can to open the door to our divine feminine power. And this next layer of experiences that we'll be creating as we move into the goddesses will be a an ongoing exploration.
That's right. Yes.
So we got, thank you so much. I needed this so much this morning. I can relate to dimming my light, breaking through. Yes, goddess. Yes, goddess. Thank you for sharing your message with us, friends.
Oh, wow.
Hmm. Well, we will be returning next week once again, so definitely
Yeah.
be on the lookout next Wednesday for our next goddess chat. And we hope that you find this day with love, ease, and peace. Blessed be.
Yes. Bye, everyone.